Hey, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Minecraft series, and this time I'm going to be trying to get every advancement in the game. A few things that I can do in this is that I can change the difficulty whenever I want, as long as I don't change it to peaceful, and I will never be able to change to any other game mode besides survival. So essentially, normal game, but I can change the difficulty based on whatever challenge I'm going for. But besides that, my goal is to get every advancement. And I'm doing it in the newest version currently, 1.21.4. I have actually never played this version before. The latest I've played, I think, is 1.20. But I have seen some videos on people playing this version. So we're going to see how it goes. Let's get it started. Alright, it looks like we got a beach spawn, which is pretty decent. So what I'm going to be doing in this, I'm going to essentially be trying to speed run part of the game so that I can get an elytra, and then it'll make a lot of the advancements easier. So I won't be making a full base until I beat the game. That is the goal. Things might change, but that's what I'm going to be planning on doing. This is a completely random seed. I do not know the seed, and I will not be looking up the seed until the very end. So we're going to start like any Minecraft world and get some wood. Alright, that should be plenty of wood for now. I can get more wood in the nether if I need. I'm going to be looking to get a few basic things and then look for either a lava pool or a ruined portal and try to enter the nether as soon as I can. Alright, so another thing I'm going to be utilizing a lot during this series is this command that if you hit F3 and 1, it used to be F3 and shift, but now it's 1, you can see this pie chart here. And based on whatever numbers you press, you can edit it to show different things. The most important things I'm going to be looking for are things like chests or spawners in the nether, so that it can tell me directions of where the bastion and fortress are, as well as on the left I have an entity counter near my coordinates that shows me areas that have large amounts of entities, and those will typically be bastions. And you can also check for air particles, which can tell you where caves are and stuff. And I do see a ruined portal in the water over this way. I'm looking for a shipwreck because they typically have a lot of iron that helps you enter the nether. Alright, not a very good chest, but hey, that is our first advancement of the series. Obtain a block of obsidian. Not what I thought was going to happen, but I'm going to look through this ruined area and try to see if I can find a buried treasure map, because it would be really nice to get that. Alright, advancement number 2. So I'm going to be trying to keep up a little marker in the top corner. Every time I get an advancement, it should show the progress. I believe there's 122 advancements in this version, but I'll look that up later to make sure so that you can see a progress bar throughout the series. Alright, there's the third advancement. I'm going to make a few stone tools just because they're a bit stronger than wood. And I see a trident zombie down there, and I really don't want to die this quickly because that'd kind of be embarrassing. Well, that's probably not the best idea. Alright, I see a dark oak forest. I'm gonna actually go for some mushroom stew. Kind of a weird first food to get, but another advancement that's gonna take a long time is I'm gonna have to eat every single food. I'm pretty sure whether it's good or bad, so I have to eat poisonous potatoes and spider eyes and everything bad as well. So mushroom stew is a pretty good start. Alright, it's night 1. I have 3 total advancements, and I have no iron. This speedrun is not going as well as I thought, but I'm just going to run around and try to kill some mobs and see if I can make it to the day and get some iron. Advancement number 4. Let's go. Alright, there we go. Another advancement. There we go. Another advancement. Oh, another ruined portal. That actually might be our way to get into the nether. That'd be pretty sick. And there's 3 gold blocks. Sweet. Alright, let me clear this area first. Alright, let's see what's in this chest. Some Depth Strider boots and a Fortune hoe. I don't think I'm going to be needing that, but it's here if I need it. Alright, looks like we're going to need a few more obsidian, so I can just take this lava with a water bucket on top, and we can enter the nether. I just need to get enough iron to get a bucket. Ooh, nice. Alright, we got a buried treasure map. That's really nice. Alright, now let's not drown here. Okay, clear out the inventory just a little bit. And we will see where this buried treasure is. It is north and a little bit west of us. Alright, so I am on the spot where the buried treasure is marking, and if you look on the left at my coordinates, you'll see 9-9 as the block in the chunk that I'm on. That is where the buried treasure will always spawn. So if you're on a buried treasure map, you go to the 9-9, that is always where it's going to spawn. So you dig straight down from there, and there it is. And perfect, we got some diamonds and a lot of iron, which we definitely needed. Alright, so for things that I'm going to craft, I'm definitely going to make an iron pickaxe, because I'm going to have to mine gold blocks in bastions. So there's another achievement. I'm definitely going to need a bucket. And for now, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to make any armor just yet, in case I'm going to need the iron for anything else. So for now, let's head back to that ruin portal. Alright, we are back at the ruin portal, and since I'm not very good at this, I'm going to play it extremely safe and move all the lava to the side, just so that it does not get destroyed by the water that I'm about to place. And there's another achievement right there. And I messed up. Alright, we're going to try our best to fix it with just the remaining lava, I guess. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and place this last obsidian, because I'd like to keep a lava bucket on me for things like this, where I can just kill mobs really easily, especially the piglin brutes, which are going to be probably the hardest mob in the nether for me to deal with. I'm also going to go ahead and pick up this gold, because it's going to be very helpful when trading with piglins, so that I can get ender pearls. Alright, let's head to the nether. Hopefully it gives us a good spawn, and not just in lava. Oh, perfect. Okay, so this is where the F3 menu is going to come in handy. Oh, hello. So, on the top left, you'll see the E. That is the entity counter. If I drop down my my field of view, I can pinpoint the direction of large entities so that I can find where a bastion is. So unfortunately, I don't see a large spike, so I'm going to up my render distance much higher. Once everything loads in, hopefully I can get a spike. So unfortunately, I did not see a big spike, which is pretty bad, which typically means that there's not going to be a bastion near me, but I'm going to go ahead and look around anyway. Alright, so I'm going to do a thing with my pie chart now, where if you open it up, you can see on the right, whatever number I press on my keyboard sets it to a different setting. So if you hit tick, level, and then block entities, you'll actually be able to see chests unspecified in mob spawners. So what I'm going to try to do here is pinpoint the direction and distance of that mob spawner so that I can either get a treasure bastion or a nether fortress. Alright, so it appears that it's 19 chunks away. And now what you have to do with this is set it 1 below to 18 so that it no longer appears on your menu, and hit F3 and G to show your coordinate chunks. So that way, whenever I run it into the correct direction, like you'll see, now I'm only 18 chunks away. It's in this direction here. So I'm going to head in this direction for 18 chunks. I'll show you how many blocks that is. It's quite far. And we should be at a spawner. Oh, okay. So you can now see the leg of the fortress over there. So unfortunately, doing fortress first is a little harder because you don't have fire resistance potions from bastion trading. So it's a little bit harder to kill the blazes, but that should be okay. I've got a shield and I'll just take it slow. Alright, so we have actually landed directly on a blaze spawner, which is good, but it's also a little bit rough because now I have to deal with them without preparing at all. But it should be okay. So typically, when speedrunning, you'd mine out all of these blocks around here to increase blaze spawns, but since I'm going to be going a little bit safer, I'm actually going to just leave it like this, so that only 1 to 2 spawn every cycle. Another fun fact, blazes can melee attack you. Even though they shoot fireballs, they can hit you melee, and they deal a couple of hearts of damage, around 2.5. So the minimum amount of blaze rods you should have to fill in a portal is 6. However, when using your Eyes of Ender, they can break, so you want to have extra blaze rods just in case that happens. So I'm gonna have about 8 or so. Alright, perfect. Okay, so we got all 8 blaze rods. So now we can head out and look for the bastion. Oh my gosh. We just got away with the skeleton skull without looting. That's pretty rare. We're gonna need 3 of them to kill the wither eventually. So it'd be really nice to get a couple right now so that we don't have to come back for very much. Ooh, alright, so this is a warped forest biome, which spawns endermen pretty frequently. I could honestly just kill endermen instead of going to a bastion, which is much slower, but it will work. Alright, first ender pearl. We're gonna need about probably a stack, so 16 ender pearls would be pretty nice to have. Oh, well then, I just stumbled upon a bastion while killing enderman. So I don't know what type it is yet, but I should know once I get a better view on it. Each bastion is the same in every world. So if it's a treasure bastion, it'll be the exact same structure in every Minecraft world. So it is pretty easy to predict where the gold blocks are. So depending on which bastion it is, I should be able to get a lot of gold blocks. Hopefully it's either bridge or treasure, because bridge is the easiest to get the gold blocks and treasure has the most gold blocks. Alright, it does appear to be a bridge bastion, so I have to watch out for both piglin brutes and the hoglins, because hoglins can spawn in bridge and stables bastions. Perfect. Alright, it appears that we got all the gold blocks. And just for my safety, I think I'm gonna go and trade in the crimson over there because there's not gonna be any piglin brutes. Ooh, alright, there's a lot more stuff over here. That's pretty helpful. Alright, with this many endermen over here, I feel like I just have to kill them. Just because the piglin trades are not very good in this version, so you don't actually get many ender pearls. Another important trade that I want to get from the piglins, is obsidian, because I'd like to be able to just use my own nether portal out of here rather than having to go all the way back to my spawn one. Plus, I'm gonna want some string so that I can use beds to kill the ender dragon faster. Alright, so I've trapped these 2 piglins in a boat. It takes 6 seconds for them to trade 1 gold, so this is gonna take a while, so I'll be back when these guys are all done. Alright, so we actually ended up having a lot of piglins come around, but unfortunately I don't know if I got any ender pearls. If anything, I got like 2. But I did end up getting all of this stuff. Oh, jeez. That's a mistake. I accidentally opened a chest next to them and they think it's a bastion chest, so. Alright, so I don't have very much inventory room anymore. I'm just gonna take the essentials here. I'm gonna take 2 fire resistance potions just in case. I do need 1 for a bottle for dragon's breath. I'm definitely gonna need string. I will turn that into wool. And I have just enough left for a bow. And wow, that guy almost killed me. I'm gonna need obsidian and some crying obsidian as well. I've got enough obsidian to make a portal. So I'm gonna do what's called a blind travel and get out of here. And then we're gonna throw some ender pearls, see what direction we're going, and we'll head that direction and hopefully get some endermen on the way. Alright, so fortunately we did spawn on the surface, which is good, but unfortunately it was in a forest, so what we're going to do now is called triangulation. I'm going to try to find the approximate distance of the portal room using 2 eye throws and seeing how much the angle changes. Alright, so I'm going to throw my first eye now, and on the left you can see the angle change of where I'm looking, so we're going to be looking at that first number to see how much the angle changes. Alright, so we've got about 11.6. I'm going to throw another one and see how much the angle changes. So we're ending at about 10.6, which is pretty good. So we're going to be aiming towards the south-southwest side. Ooh, okay. The eye just went directly backwards, and it broke again, unfortunately. But that means we are getting very close to the stronghold. Alright, the eye just went in the original direction, so it appears that the stronghold is somewhere on this line here, within another 20 blocks or so. Alright, sweet. So the stronghold is right here, right where these two blocks will intersect. Awesome. I'm going to get rid of these mobs, and we're going to head to the stronghold. Alright, nice. We have found the stronghold. So, a couple things I want to do here. I want to find the library first so that I can get a bunch of books so that once I exit the end, I can enchant. So I'm going to be looking for both the portal and the library. Ooh, okay. Portal room is right here. And I do have to kill one silverfish. Oh, wow, it's a 3-eye. That's really nice. So I do have to kill one silverfish before I break this spawner for the Long Monsters Hunted challenge, where I have to kill one of every hostile mob. Ooh, nice. Alright, we found the library. That is nice. There are always two chests, one on the top and one on the bottom. Hopefully they have good enchanted books, like mending. Here we go. Okay. Nothing in that one. And wow, nothing in that one. So we are going to need the armor trims eventually, but the eye armor trim is not one of them that we need. Alright, before I enter the end, I'm going to do a few things just to make sure that I'm alright. I'm going to play it really safe, and I'm going to set my spawn in the stronghold here, just in case I die. I shouldn't die, but of course, things happen. I'm going to need a few beds, because I'm going to want to try to do what's called a one cycle on the dragon, where I can kill it with beds, but to get the achievement, I have to kill it melee or with a bow, so I can't finish it off with beds. Alright, so I did forget to grab string, so I went back to the library to grab some, because I'm going to need a bow to shoot down the towers. Alright, I've got a full inventory going into the end. I think I'm good besides that. I have ender pearls just in case, but I'm going to be trying to shoot down the towers, and then mostly meleeing the dragon. Maybe I'll do some stuff with beds if I'm feeling a little bit funky. Alright, let's do it. Alright, let's get another achievement right here. There we go, we got some dragon's breath. It's pretty easy, you just use an empty bottle on the dragon's purple breath whenever he shoots a fireball at you. Oh my gosh, okay. We ended up dying. That's pretty annoying. But I did set my spawn, so at least we have that going for us. Alright, so we've got a bunch more wood and some basic tools, so now let's head back to the portal. Alright, let's try to safely make our way down here. Forgot we still have to take out this tower over here. And then I believe the ones that are caged are the only ones that So you can actually shoot these ones in the cages just by shooting underneath them. So I'm going to try to shoot one arrow at him and see if he has any remaining towers. And there's another achievement. Alright, so I'm going to create some beds here. Alright, it's doing a perch right now, so hopefully we can deal some good damage to it. Alright, not bad. Actually, a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And now we can melee him. Alright, one more arrow and we should be all set with this dragon fight. There we go. Alright, we'll make sure to get rid of this fire and move on to the next step. Alright guys, that's where I'm going to end it for the first episode. Kind of interesting ending the first episode by killing the dragon, but this is going to be a long series with a lot of stuff ahead of us, and this is just the beginning. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.